Hello everyone, good morning to all of you. Welcome to my YouTube channel Online GeoGK Knowledge. This is the episode number 10 of Daily Current Affairs show. Today we will discuss current affairs of 24th July 2020. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button to get the more notification of the videos. And let us start first quiz. Who has been appointed as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Non-Life Insurance SBI General Insurance? First Question number option number A Prakash Chandra Kandpal has been appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Non-Life Insurance SBI General Insurance. He is serving as Deputy CEO of SBI General Insurance since June 2019. He will replace Bhushan Mahapatra, who has been appointed as Director, and Prakash Chandra Kandpal has more than 33 years of banking experience with State Bank of India in various aspects such as retail and international banking, human resource, technology and learning and development. He has also served as Chief Operating Officer of SBI Mutual Fund. And other three options also related to awards. Ramesh Boddu, Babu Boddu, appointed as MD and CEO of Karur West Bank, and Heming Amin appointed as interim CEO of BCCI, and Rosi Nadar appointed as Chairman of IT-based company HCL Technologies. Next question: Who has been named for winner of the inaugural Gulbenkian Prize of Humanity? Right answer is option number D. Greta Thunberg. The 17-year-old climate activist from Sweden, Greta Thunberg, has been named winner of inaugural Gulbenkian Prize of Humanity. She will receive a prize money of €1 million. She has been awarded for her effort to mobilize younger generation to tackle climate change. She commenced a protest outside the Swedish parliament in 2018 and risen a global prominence, becoming the figurehead for a series of school strikes by children around the world. The Gulbenkian Prize for Humanity recognizes the contribution of people, groups of people, and organizations for all over the world in order to mitigate and adapt to climate change, stand out for its novelty, innovation, and impact. And we will talk about these options. Yan Chandrasekhar and Jim Tyklett received US India Business Council Global Leadership Award 2020, and Kejan D. Thanga has bagged Dada Saheb Phalke Award 2020. Next question: Which country has successfully conducted flight tests of its indigenously developed anti-tank guided missile Dhruvastra? Right answer is option number A. India. India's third India has successfully conducted flight tests of its indigenously developed anti-tank guided missile Dhruvastra. The flight tests were conducted from the Integrated Test Range at Chandipur in Odisha. Dhruvastra is an anti-tank guided missile, that is ATGM, which has been developed by Defence Research and Development Organization, that DRDO. It is a helicopter version of NAG Helena. Dhruvastra, the helicopter launched anti-tank guided missile, is meant to be fired from air to destroy enemy bunkers, armored vehicles, and main battle tanks. Hence, it is one of the most advanced anti-tank weapons in the world. And the DRDO chief is Satish Reddy and headquartered in New Delhi and established in 1958. Next question: which bank launched InstaClick saving account, which is a 100% paperless digital self-assistant online saving account? Right answer is option number C, Bank of Baroda. Bank of Baroda had launched InstaClick saving account, which is a 100% paperless digital self-assistant online saving account. InstaClick saving account uses a new forms of digital KYC and Aadhaar-based OTP authentication of customer, which can be operated from bank's website through mobile apps and iPad, laptop and PC. About Bank of Baroda, headquartered in Gujarat, Vadodara. Bank of Baroda MD and CEO Sanju Chadha, and tagline of Bank Baroda is India's international bank. Next question: India's first numberless card, HAM card, has been launched by which Paytm payments and commerce platform? Right answer is option number C, HAMPay. India's first neobank for teenagers, HAMPay, has launched India's first numberless card, HAM card. Teenagers can now use HAM card like a debit card to make payments independently without asking parents for physical cash or their debit or credit card. FamPay is India's first payment app for teenagers and their families. With FamPay, minors can do UPI and card payments without the need to set up bank account. The FamPay headquartered in Bengaluru, Karnataka, and founder Punuja and Sambhav Jain. Next question: which state government has signed an agreement with Indian Institute of Technology (IIT), that is IIT Ropar, in area of skill development? Right answer is option number C, Punjab. The Punjab government has signed an agreement with the Indian Institute of Technology Ropar in the area of skill development. This agreement provides IIT's Technical Education Department to become an academic mentor for the State Engineering College at Gurdaspur and Firozpur, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Skill Institute at Chamkaur Sahib, and 5 government polytechnics and 10 government ITIs. The institute will help the state in developing a model ITI and a model polytechnic. The IIT to help the state in the manufacture of small device for controlling water wasted in irrigation. And this is the location of Punjab in Indian map, and capital of Punjab is Chandigarh. Chief Minister Amrinder Singh. Governor of Punjab is VP Singh Badnoor. Next question: which country have signed an agreement for the establishment of emergency medical services in Maldives? Right answer is option number D, India and Maldives. India and Maldives have signed an agreement for establishment of emergency medical services in Maldives. The emergency medical services is financed by India under grant assistance of 20 million USD for neighboring countries. This will help to increase the collaboration between the countries, especially in areas of healthcare facilities, disaster responses during critical times, etc. This is the map of this is the location of Maldives in the Asia map, and it is situated in the Arabian Sea of Indian Ocean and located southwest of Sri Lanka and India. Next question: who has launched e-Sachivalay portal? The right answer is option number A, Manohar Lal Khattar. The Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar launched e-Sachivalay portal, which is a digital platform to enable people to take online appointment for virtual meeting with the Chief Minister and Deputy CM, Minister and other heads of various departments. He also launched a web portal for plasma donation on the occasion. The portal was launched to provide citizen-centric services in the transparent and seamless manner to the general public by utilizing information technology. The e-Sachivalay portal enables people to book their appointment digitally through mobile phones, laptop, which eliminates the need of physical presence. After taking the appointments within 24 hours, they will be given a time slot for the virtual meeting. The Haryana capital is Chandigarh and CM Manohar Lal Khattar. Next question. Who has received the 2019 National Award for Excellence for Outstanding Research in Forestry from Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education, that is ICFRE. Right answer is option number A, Kannan C.S. Warriors. Kannan C.S. Warrior, who is Senior Principal Scientist at the Institute of Forest Genetics and Tree Breeding, received the 2019 National Award of Excellence for Outstanding Research in Forestry from the Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education. And other options also related to awards. Gurbakh Singh and Palas Nandi has received Mohan Bagan Ratna Award 2020, and the Tamil Nadu CM Veerapady K. Palaniswamy has received with the Paul Harris Fellow Recognition Award. Now, this is the last question of this video. CM of which state has launched Godhan Nyay Yojana? Right answer is option number C, Chhattisgarh. The Chhattisgarh's Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has launched Godhan Nyay Yojana. Under the Godhan Nyay Yojana, Chhattisgarh government will purchase cow dung at the rate of rupees 2 per kg. The scheme will turn cow dung into a profitable commodity. The scheme also aims to make cow rearing economically profitable and to prevent open grazing in the state, as well as help with the problem of stray animals on the roads and urban areas. And if you like this video, then please subscribe and share this video at least in one study group. And this is the end of the video. See you in next video. Thank you.